Hey guys, it's your bro Richie here again. Today in this video I'm back with another Fast and Furious car video for you all. Today in this video I'm still sticking with Tokyo Drift, and today in this video I'll be talking to you about a car that I've always technically made fun of, picked on a lot for these past recent years. Let me explain. Today in this video I'll be talking to you about the 1997 Mazda RX-7 VeilSide from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, obviously 2006. And so yeah, so before I start, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you literally don't want to make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the 1987 Mazda RX-7 VeilSide from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift 2006. Here we go. So why do I make fun of this car? Well, basically, I was not really a huge fan. I was never really a fan of the RX-7, plainly because it looked great, but plainly because of one major issue that I faced, and it's the sound of those rotary motors. Now, forgive me for being a bit too picky, but I don't really like rotaries at all. Mainly because they suffer a bunch of reliability issues. Mainly they mainly suffer a bunch of problems with rotary motors. Usually the rotor tips deep in the motor, they just wear out way too fast. Some people claim that it would be unreliable, and it just sounds a bit too throaty. It kind of sounds like a moped. I'm not trying to be rude, but it just kind of sounds a bit like a moped, but for a higher pitch, higher tone, kind of. I don't know how to properly explain it, but this is just one of those cars I was never really a fan of at all. Just mainly because of these rotary motors. I was just not really a fan of any of those those kind of classic Japanese cars. I am a huge Japanese tuner fan. Always have, always will. Perfect. But the RX-7, not so much. The one from the movie, the VeilSide version, perfect. But the regular one, I don't know. I was never really a fan of rotaries at all. Just mainly because of the sound, it just causes problems and all that. But it is how it is. But I figured it's time I start to give the rotaries a little bit more respect, because there would be many people who would be a bit upset who are rotary fans, and I don't want to let them down. So I figured, why not? I'll try to give rotaries a chance. I don't know, but it is difficult, to go with these motors, particularly because I'm a huge fan of these Japanese cars. But when it comes to engines, the proper ones are just better, like 2JZs, RB26s, 4G63s, and Supras, Skylines, Evos, 4G63s for Evos, AJ257s for the Subarus, WRX, and even STI. VG30, I think, for the 3000 GT, presumably, I don't know. VQ35s for the 350Zs, and the 370Zs. Just many of them are pretty good, but the rotaries, the 13B REW rotary motor, I don't know. Mainly because it doesn't really have any pistons. Rotaries never had any pistons, which is kind of odd. It's the only car that I know that does not have pistons. Or it does. I don't know. I don't know much about these rotary motors at all. But, oh well, it's just how it is for me. Anyways, guys, so before I start, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you literally want to make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the 1997 Mazda RX-7, 1997 Mazda 1997 Mazda RX-7. So 1997 Mazda RX-7 from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift 2006. Here we go. So, the 97 RX-7 FT, aka the RX-7 VeilSide Fortunes, a major car driven by both Han Solo and Sean Boswell, played by both Sun King and Lucas Black. So Sun King and Lucas Black in Tokyo Drift 2006. Alright, overviews. First, let's do it. So make was obviously by Mazda. Models an RX-7 FD. Production years from 1997. Model status was unfortunately discontinued. But oh well, it will remain as an icon. Body and chassis next. The class was a sports car. The body style was a VeilSide Fortune body kit. Probably like a 20-30 grand body kit, or maybe less. And possibly a bit of a kind of a performance killer, because body kits these days would just cause drag and start to slow the car down. It just puts a bit of weight on it, but oh well. So the class, the class was a sports car. The class was a sports car, obviously. The body style, it had a VeilSide Fortune body kit. Well, body mods presumably supposed to be. So yeah, overview, make Mazda, model RX-7 FD. Production years from 1997, model status was discontinued. Body and chassis next. The class was a sports car. The body style had a VeilSide Fortune body kit. For the motor, it had a VeilSide. It was a VeilSide built motor with a Apex era Power FC engine management system. HKS T04. So HKS T04Z. Well, the note says T042 apparently, but there will be some auto corrections throughout this Fast and Furious franchise I'll be doing. There will be some corrections, so I just literally fix those up as much as I can. So it had a VeilSide built motor with an Apex era Power FC engine management system. It would have a HKS T04Z single turbo kit. So HKS T04Z turbo kit with a HKS V-mounted intercooler with a VeilSide custom intercooler, VeilSide custom intercooler piping with NGK Racing spark plugs. The wheels were 19-inch VeilSide Andrew Evo 5s, the same as on DK350Z, and the tires were 19-inch Pirelli P0 tires. The color was painted in House of Color, Sunset Pearl Orange and Black. Character info is next. The driver was Han Solo, and so both Han Solo and Sean Boswell, played by both Sun King and Lucas Black. The uses were both standard driving and drift racing. Status was destroyed because it got wrecked by the Mercedes that Deckard Shaw drove. So status was destroyed. The films was obviously Tokyo Drift 2006, Furious 6 2013, Furious 7 2015, which was referenced, and F9 2021, which was both referenced and used as a flashback. Similar cars was the same RX-7, but from 1993, from the first Fast and Furious movie back in 2001. Okay, so yeah, the 97 RX-7 FD, aka the RX-7 VeilSide Fortunes, a major car driven by both Han and Sean in Tokyo Drift. Next up, history. So Tokyo Drift 2006. Here we go. So the 97 RX-7 was one of Han's primary cars when traveling throughout Tokyo, following Sean's first failed drift race. Played by Lucas Black. So first failed drift race. drift race against the Drift King, or DK Takashi, played by Brian T. Han, played by Sung Kang, played by Sung Kang, used the RX-7 to recruit Sean into his business with Takashi, who was in debt to him after destroying his 2001 Sylvia S15 Spec S. Shot. So after destroying his 2001 Sylvia S15 Spec S with an RB26 single turbo swap. Pretty cool. Even in real life, you can do twin turbo, single turbo swapped RB26 GTR Skyline motors, which are pretty cool. It'll make a sound difference, power difference, even a weight difference as well. Sean, and also space difference as well. With a single turbo, it would just save a bit more space. Anyways, so moving on. Sean also borrows the car while going out with Han, using its nitrous system to race an R34 GTR. To race a Skyline R34, as well as nearly getting caught by the Japanese police. But from there, the cars are factory tuned. If you could do better than 180k, 112 miles an hour or more, they'll be able to catch you. That was that, but I'm not sure if it's. But I think this time for 2025 or 2026 would be a little bit different, because that was for the movie, but presumably these times might have changed. I don't know. Presumably it might have changed. I'm not too sure. Anyways, Sean also borrows the car while going out with Han. Well, Han just gave him the keys. Well, threw him the keys and Sean caught them. So going out with Han, using its nitrous system to race the Skyline R34, as well as nearly getting caught by the Japanese. So nearly getting caught by the Japanese police. Han also uses it to do donuts around a girl's R33 GTR, and using it to practice drifting with Sean together as he obtains the Evo 9 2006 model, I think it was, which is the next car I'll be talking to you all about very soon. So Evo IX or Evo 9. So using it to practice drifting with Sean together after he obtains a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9, which is more reliable than its competitor, the Subaru WRX and WRX STI. So, when Takashi confronted Han about when Takashi confronted Han about the cash he stole from his uncle Kamada, Uncle Kamada. Uncle Kamada, played by Sonny Chiba, I think it was. Han used the RX-7 to flee Takashi. So Han used the RX-7 to flee Takashi and his friend Morimoto, played by Leonardo Nam. So flee Takashi and his friend Morimoto. Both Takashi and Morimoto pursued Han through the Shibuya district. Han keeps ahead of Sean. Takashi keeps ahead of Sean, Takashi, and Morimoto for most of the chase, but slow down to stop Takashi from ramming Sean's Evo. Takashi managed to drive backwards in front of Han and fires on his windshield, like just shoots his windshield with a gun, pistol, whatever you want to call it. Han bumped, just kind of pushed Takashi out of the way and prepares to drive away when somebody in a Mercedes-Benz T-boned him. The car landed on its roof and exploded soon after, seemingly killing Han. A little bit about that, actually. The way they did the scene where the car was flipped over, the car was said to be artificially flipped. So for that, they had to destroy one of the cars used in the movie. I think they used few RX-7s, I'm not too sure. So they used that car and it broke transmissions, differentials, axles, probably CV axles. I'm not too sure. But for that, they destroyed the car for for the crash sequence. They had to destroy the car for some of the piece for a lot of the pieces. And they had to scatter it on the ground. And for that, they had to artificially flip the car, which they did well. They just had to lift it up with a crane and attach it and just drop it down gently onto the spot where it was facing, where it was facing, and then they had to like recreate, they had to do the scenes for it. So that's how they did with the car. Uh, okay, so for specifications, the car had obviously it was single turbocharged with an HKS uh T04Z setup. And even had a HKS intercooler with a VeilSide titanium exhaust, an A.K.A or A.K.A powered FC fuel controller, and a fuel pump from a Skyline GTR. Even had NGK Racing spark plugs, and also it had a Sanyo or something like that, head unit or something like that. I don't know. It had VeilSide seats, VeilSide steering wheel, presumably. What else? It appeared to also have a nitrous kit, but I'm not sure if it's either functional or it was a real nitrous kit. I'm not 100% too sure about that, but most of the parts these days were discontinued, and it would be tough to really find those. Specifically, the body kit for this car, which had the full VeilSide Fortune body kit, which cost like 20, 30 grand, maybe more, depending on whereabouts you would find it, what country, like what website you find it on. It depends really on what where you find it at for what decent price you find the body kits at. It depends really, but it's tough to really find body kits like these days, like nowadays, for cars like these, for cars that iconic. It's quite difficult to find any of them in even good condition. Even it's quite difficult to find them anywhere around the world. But yeah, and for performance parts as well. Most of which these days are kind of discontinued, but some would be at different websites for different prices. So choose wisely of where you want to find it, for what performance company you want to go to first. Possibly, I don't know, VeilSide, HKS, IGK, wherever you want to go. So it depends really on where you want to find the performance parts at, but well, it's just how it is really. And so yeah, that's as much as I got for this car anyway. So that'll be it. If you guys like this video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell, and hit all so you're alerted when I make brainy uploads. Okay, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So yeah, take care, folks. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.